morning, guys. It's December 9th, 2017, Saturday. I got a call from a guy. He's got no heat. He's got a gas boiler, no heat. So he said some other guy's been there and he couldn't figure it out. So I'm on my way over there now and see what's going on with it. Try not to work on the weekends unless I have to, but it's snowing out, it's cold, and I don't want to be without heat. So I'm on my way. Well, if they give it the old Gundy. Well, if they give it the old Gundy. Maybe this thing's calling. We got power coming in, no power going to the burner. I gotta change that control. It's gotta be changed. Pilot's on. Just got no power going to the burner. I just gotta write all this stuff down so I don't screw nothing up, you know.
You need some paper or something?
No, I brought one in. This one here is going to be the yellow. And then the blue goes to the high limit. D1's red. It's always good to write it down so you don't forget nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna shut the power.
I'm
gonna shut the power off and shut the power off. And this is just TT here.
I can get a lamp if you need more
No,
light.
I'm alright. I got light here. Alright. So the last guy that was here, he wasn't too sure what was going on. Is that what the deal was?
Yeah, and he didn't have any electrical thing. He just came with a wrench.
He didn't have no way of testing it.
No.
Well, you see, I did test it. You know, I didn't have no power going out the burner circuit, so it's changed. Yeah, I try not to work on the weekends unless I have to. Be honest with you.
Yeah.
But you need heat, right?
You're not kidding.
That's a special Allen key. Yeah, it's getting kind of chilly to be without heat now. I mean, it's snowing out, so.
Yeah. It might get cold tonight or the next couple of days too. You went to Dartmouth High or?
Oh, actually, I went to Westport High.
Ah, I used to teach at New Bedford High.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Would you get canned when they did all that?
No, I taught 35 years. I've been retired 13 years.
I wrote all this stuff down so I don't forget it, you know. I got all the power off. It's always good to double check, make sure the power's off. Oh, she's off. Right there for the... L1 is black. L2 is white. And then the red circulator. That's red, and this is yellow. So the system was working fine, it just stopped working type of thing, correct?
Yeah, but One of the things I noticed.
You didn't have your buddy in here playing around with all the wires or nothing, right?
No. I know that I've had the igniter that changed before. I think.
Oh, the thermocouple.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Stringer changed that for me.
Yeah, he's retired now, huh?
Yeah, that's what my aunt said.
Well, that's where you got my number from, Stringer?
Yeah. My aunt called him and he gave the number.
Yeah, I guess you can't work forever, huh? How old are you? So you retired too?
Yeah, I've been retired 13 years. I'm not young, you know.
You're not?
I'm 71.
Well, you don't look that bad.
Well, thanks. I used to be a phys ed teacher.
Oh, okay.
I had dreams in my retirement, and my wife passed away 6 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, cancer.
What, cancer?
Yeah.
Flipping cancer gets a lot of people, huh? I mean, it's really bad. You figure they'd find a cure for that shit, but I'm telling you.
She was sick 2.5 years.
She struggled with it, huh?
Yeah. I spent most of that time in the hospital in Boston.
What kind of cancer?
Leukemia.
Oh, okay. That's blood.
Yep.
They don't even know what the hell causes this shit, huh?
And she was healthier than me. She never was sick. She got sick.
So you can't never figure it out what the hell's going on with us, you know? Alright, so that's it. Now I have to just...
So it's the whole unit, huh?
Well, this control's bad. I gotta change the control. I mean... It is what it is. I mean, you need heat, right?
That's
You're
right.
lucky I got it in the truck.
Yeah.
That's why I got that big truck. Well, Stringer's been sending a lot of his customers my way. I mean, so I appreciate
He's a nice
it.
guy.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So.
I bet you that control is not that old. I don't know.
I don't know, but it's not working, so it's gotta go. When in doubt, change it out.
Yep.
Right?
That's right.
Well, I do change a lot of them, so it is what it is.
One of the things I noticed is that on the bottom, all those burners, I guess. I wonder if it's dirty down there because I didn't see them light up.
Oh, it ain't gonna light up because the control's bad, guy. I gotta change the control. It's not sending power to the burner, to the gas valve.
Could they be dirty as well?
Well, yeah, but that's not... I'll check that before I leave, but that's not the issue here, you know?
Okay.
The issue is the control is faulty, and it's not sending power, so we have to change it. That's the problem.
Okay.
Same control.
Kind of odd because you know the gas company came to change the meter, and they changed it on the 1st. And yesterday I had no hot water, and this went out, and they were both working before.
Yeah, but what's the date today?
The 7th?
Yeah, so it worked for 8 days, right?
Yeah, this worked, but the water heater I don't think worked.
Well, maybe he didn't light the pilot.
Yeah, he did light the pilot, but I think the water heater was on its way out.
Oh, maybe. Could be.
And
anyway, I'll get this thing in there for you, and we'll get you going. You know, I don't like working on the weekends, unless I have to, like I said, but I'd rather not.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, I rather work during the week, and you know,
yeah,
something like this, you got no heat. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I can't leave you without heat.
Yeah.
But that's why I got that big truck out there. I got all these controls. I keep them with me in the truck, and if there's a problem, you know, I can help you out. So that kind of locks it right in place there with that little thing there. So. Alright. This is all the line voltage here, circulator and line voltage coming in to the control and the circulator circuit, 110. You notice how I wrote everything down here so I have it, you know?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Just in case you don't want to. So there's L1, L2, which is black and white. So you miss working?
No, but I do photography.
Okay.
I've been doing that for a long time, but it's not like weddings. I've been documenting Cape Verde.
Oh, Cape Verde Island.
Yeah, my grandparents were born there, and I've been photographing Cape Verde for 40 years.
Oh, cool, huh?
And I'm hoping to publish some of my work on Cape Verde. That's what I do. 7 days a week I work on Cape Verde.
Oh, pictures?
Photographs, and I've been...
so you go over there?
Yeah, well, since my wife passed, I went before I was married, and...
Alright, so I got L1, L2, and then a circulator.
After my kids were born. So.
And that's a Portuguese island, isn't it?
What? Well, Cape Verdeans are a mixture of Portuguese and African.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, most of the Cape Verde Island I know is it's more kind of like a Portuguese. Next to Portugal.
No, it's not next. It's near Africa. It's.
Oh, it is. I thought it was next to Portugal.
No, it's 300 miles west of West Africa. It's
okay.
Volcanic islands. There's 10 islands, 9 inhabited, and they were a possession of Portugal for 500 years.
I knew it had something to do with Portugal. I knew that for sure. So.
Yeah, Portuguese inhabited the islands, and then brought slaves from Africa, and there's a mixture of the people. So my grandparents come from two of the islands. I've made 16 trips in 40 years, and
wow, 16 trips! Holy cow!
Yeah, I've been photographing. I have a very large collection.
All right, so I got those 4 in there. What are you gonna do with all them pictures?
Well, I want to publish. I hope to publish.
Well, that would be cool, huh?
Yeah, but I've been working on history.
All right, so this is the burner here, the red and the white.
Cape Verdeans in America too. I've been working on that too.
Okay.
How do you pronounce your last name?
LAVIMONIERE.
LAVIMONIERE. Is that French?
That's French, yeah.
French Canadian?
Or? Yeah. My grandfather come from Canada.
Yeah, when I was teaching it, we had some students that they're descendants from Canada.
Well, it's just, your heritage, right? You gotta come from somewhere.
Yeah.
long as you don't come from a goat, you're all right. Right?
That's right. That's the thing about Cape Verde. Very little has been written about that. So I've been...
Alright, so then we got this coming in. This yellow and this, this is the fire. This is the fire the burner off another control. The blue goes to this high limit right here. Fire the burner. One's got a pin in there. You can't use that one because it's got a pin in it. But this one you can use. That's a little tech tip. See the blue and the blue? That's the fire the burner. This goes to yellow. Yeah, that's why I write all that stuff down so I don't screw it up. I mean,
yeah,
it's easy enough. It's easy enough to screw it up, right?
Yeah, you can't just trust your memory.
Well, better always to write it down.
Yeah.
This way here, you kind of got something as a backup, right?
That's right.
If there's an issue, you say, well, this is the way I did it. This is the way it was when I disconnected it, because you might have had your bloody buddy come over here and screw with all the wires. I don't know, right?
No one's touched those wires.
I usually ask that because sometimes people do. They come and they play around with things, move things around, and then you come behind and you're just changing the wires out. They might have moved something. You don't know. But you're saying the guy didn't, right?
No, he didn't do anything.
Alright, now I got these two here to go to TT and this, so this should fire the burner when we turn it on. So you don't miss working, huh? I mean...
I taught a long time, you know. I started in 1969.
Well, yeah, so you're in your 70s. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't look that old.
Well, thanks. Yeah, my students tell me that too. 69 through 2004. I spent 5 years in the junior high and 30 years at the high school.
No, yeah, that's a tough one, that New Bedford High, no?
Yeah. It's worse now. And it wasn't that way in the beginning when I started.
Oh, it wasn't? It was back in the day, I mean, back in the day, people had more respect than they do now. I mean,
there's a lack of respect in the school systems now.
Yeah, especially, the kids, they hate the teachers. I mean, sad but true, Alright, so we got the black and the white there on L1, L2. We got the circulator circuit, which is the red and the white, red and the yellow on the circulator, C1, C2. We got B1, B2 is the gas valve. And then we got this fires the burner, this blue, this yellow and blue. This has got what, 3 zones?
Yeah, 3.
And then this goes to TT right here, so that should do it. Turn on the power. There we go. Now we got power going to the burner. You had no power going to the gas valve before.
Whatever.
Okay?
Yeah. Well, that red and white cord's connected into that gas thing, isn't it?
This is the burner. This is the red and white, yeah, B1, B2.
Yeah.
This thing was calling, but there was no power going to B1, B2, and it wouldn't open the gas valve.
Oh, okay.
So that's why that control was bad. Things happen, guy, Let's make sure we set the high limit where we want it. We'll put it on 180. We'll put the high limit on 180 right there. That's what we want. It's running.
Do you think I need a clean inside?
I'm gonna look.
I think
Springer. They look fine. They look fine in there. Them burners look fine. No, they're fine. The burners are clean.
This faucet's
Yeah,
leaking.
that's dripping. Yeah.
It wasn't dripping before.
I can put a cap on it for you. I can put a cap on there for you.
Okay. Is there enough water in the system? Because I remember when the guy put this in, the system in.
Do you hear noise running through the radiators?
Well, one of the radiators, the one in the TV room, the one that I use the most, I think that the water circulates there last, and that one doesn't get warm.
It never has, or just recently?
Well, it hasn't for 15 years or so.
Well, obviously something's up with that, because it's not something that just started.
I think it's at the end of the line.
Yeah. Well, so it's been doing it for 15 years. I'm probably not going to be able to fix it today.
Yeah.
I could see if it just started, well, then it might be air in there, but if it's been faulty for 15 years...
I'm afraid to open it up, because one time
maybe it's not hooked up.
Oh, it's hooked up. It gets warm. It's not like it's cold. It gets warm, but it's at the end of the line. That room gets cold.
Is the thermostat satisfied and it's shutting off the zone?
The thermostat is in the room next to it. So
does that room get warm?
That room, there's cold drafts I have in the house. That's
I'm saying that maybe the thermostat's satisfied and the heat's shutting off, so that's why it's not warming up.
Maybe.
You could turn up the thermostat to 90 and see if that radiator gets warm. Then you know you gotta move the radiator. You don't have enough radiation in that room. You know? Is all the dampers open on it? You got carpet underneath of it? Is there carpet stuck underneath of it?
No.
You could have airflow underneath the radiator. We'll look at it. We'll look at it.
Keep a record of everything on your camera?
I do.
Yeah, that's good.
Something like this, you know, is a problem, so at least I know that it's when I'm leaving it, everything's, you know, good.
Yeah. Good idea.
Alright, well, this thing's running. We'll put the cap back on and clean main, replace main operating control. Alright, so that's coming back warm. That's coming back warm. So there's only one zone, one radiator not working, you said, right? Just,
well, it gets heat last.
It gets heat last, yeah. You got 3. Which is a nice job, you know, the guy did a good job on it.
Yeah,
that's a
he's
big,
got all kinds of piping in
that's
this
a
house.
big tank, holy cow, that's a 60. Inch and a half. Inch and a half. I mean, that's a big supply line. How big's the house?
It's 2 floors. It's not that big.
Yeah, we got 20 psi on the
think
pressure.
What I made a mistake, my wife and I, some of the radiators and have baseboard, we mix them.
Oh yeah, you can't mix cast iron and baseboard. That could be what your problem is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you got cast iron takes a while to heat up, but then it gives off heat for a long time. The copper fin will heat up quick and cool off quick. Heat up quick and cool off quick. You can never mix them. That's your problem right there.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh, there you just said it. That's the problem. You can't mix cast iron and copper fin on the same zone. You have to have a separate zone for that. So that's your problem.
That's the problem.
Yep. Alright guys, so this obviously it was a gas boiler, so it had a 24 volt burner circuit and just a high limit. It was what they call a cold start boiler. I'll show you what the control looks like. There's 4 basic different kind of controls. You got the cold start, which would have just a high limit for the gas, 24 volt, and for the oil burner it'd be 110. So it's a different control. The burner circuit on a gas boiler would be a step-down transformer would be 24 volts. B1, B2 would be 24 volts going to the, you know, gas valve. If this was oil, that would be 110 going to the oil burner. But you can see this has got the bypass plug here for the damper. I had L1, L2. It was calling because this was out, and I had no voltage going to B1, B2, so that's why I had to change the control. And also on the high limit, you can see the high limit here. This one's got a pin in it, so you can't put a wrench on that to loosen that up because that's on the opposite side of the high limit. This one here, if you want to fire the boiler, you hook onto this for a secondary a TT. Goes to this one here, and all goes to the W there. And then the other TT was here to pull the relay in. But this, you have a separate relay. You can fire the burner up by hooking it up to this part of the high limit. You can't hook it up to this part of the high limit. I see that pin in there? Won't allow you to. Alright, so we got TT, step-down transformer, just a bad control. And no, I don't like to use that stuff that comes with it. It's almost like never sees, because what happens if you put that in there, this thing can get bound in there and you can't pull them out. I never use that stuff that on those probes. That comes with the stuff. I never use it. This stuff right here, this anti-seize shit, I never use this stuff. I usually don't have a problem with it. You just make sure that this is in all the way into the well, and you'll be fine. Alright, so I just wanted to show you that. You know, you got the high limit here. This one is strictly high limit. And the other control that you could have would have a high-low control. High-low. Low would be for if you had domestic water. The boiler would maintain whatever the low is set at. And then the high limit would shut the burner off and keep the circulator running. Usually set them at 180, 190. The high limit. So that's it. That's the. I usually have 4 or 5 different controls in the truck at all times, in case they break. I change a lot of them. Hello. Are you ready? Huh? You want to go in? Come on, let's go. You want to go in the house? Come on. Come on. Let her rip, potato chip. Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Psh, psh. Come on. Psh, 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 psh. Come on, let's go. Oh man, you're gonna push out a Fritz? You're gonna push out a Fritz? Doing a dirty deed. Yeah, you're gonna push out a Fritz.